YouTube and Twitch, what up? We are I'm just getting TikTok loaded up, so just bear with me a couple seconds here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just back out. Oh, Candy, what up? Happy National Mango Day. Love that. Love that. That's awesome. Guys, welcome in. Just getting everything loaded up. So as of right now, we're gonna go TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So just checking all my connections. Leanne, good morning. Hope you're doing phenomenal. Guys, welcome in. What's today? Happy Wednesday. Let me check one thing real quick. Leanne, you're welcome. Leanne and Candy, thank you so much for the gifts to start us off. I appreciate you guys so much. More than you'll ever know. AJS on YouTube. Everything's going great, man. I hope you're doing good. Appreciate you for tuning in on YouTube. I need to run your credit if you want me to watch. Jordan, I'm assuming that you saw my last TikTok. I told you, if you were in here yesterday, guys, I prepared you guys that we had some of the greatest content going out. And when I say the greatest content, just some of the biggest scams that's going on in today's world of consumers trying to buy cars. It's absolutely ridiculous what some of these dealerships do. And we got more. Don't worry. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff coming out. But yeah, it's just nuts. Check out the Leaning Tower of Pisa coffee mug. So when it's flat, it's leaning. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, in Italy a couple months back. Leanne said, nice. Great cup. It's a sponsor today, if you will. But guys, just bear with us for a couple minutes. We're just we're early right now, just getting everything loaded up. We'll start chatting here in about a minute or two. But welcome in. Again, for those of you guys who have no idea who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. And yeah, if you guys need any help, any questions answered, please ask away. We're gonna do a lot of Q and A's today. James R, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, just get everything loaded up, and then we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, and I'm looking at these videos of that we posted yesterday. Like it's the guy that told me I have to run my credit to buy a car in cash is nuts, and it's blowing up. It's already got 364 comments, 800, 800 likes, 145 saves, 50,000 views. It's just nuts. Like stuff like that just has to be broadcasted. I just don't understand why some people, some dealers do this, but it is what it is. Mm-mm-mm. 1 second, guys. Let's load up one thing. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Cool. Guys, welcome in. Let's see. Just want to touch base with they by the way, thank you for the 1,000 likes. I didn't even get a chance to look at it, but thank you. I know Kenny Land always be tapping for me, so I appreciate you guys. Hope everyone's day is going great. Guys, we're gonna be doing a lot of Q&As today. So just a lot of information about car buying and just talking about everything to do with buying a car, financing a car, leasing a car, trading a car, whatever it is. Please ask away. Ask us about the market, what we're seeing on new cars, used cars, anything and everything. We're here to help you guys out. We are also live on YouTube and Twitch. So, guys, I also posted another YouTube video this morning. So I posted one yesterday and this morning. So if you haven't watched that, please do. It's actually the videos of the guy that said that he's got to run my credit, pay cash. Him, and I have another one that I dealt with them like 2 days ago. I literally just posted the full conversations with them too, just to show you guys why people hate dealing with a dealership. So you guys can actually go watch those, like the raw clips, and super, super easy to comprehend and figure out exactly that. I didn't even take the video and edit it that much. I just kind of trimmed down a little bit. But if you go watch the full video, cool. And we just put a deposit down on a brand new RAV4, and I just got a text that the car will be in today. So I will let our client know. Mm-mm-mm. Awesome. That is fantastic news. Looking forward to it. Awesome. That is fantastic news. Looking forward to it. For transport, you guys are using your own transporters? Question mark. So, guys, if anyone in here is looking for a RAV4, Toyota RAV4s right now are arguably one of the hardest vehicles to get a discount per se on or get a deal on. We are still getting deals. The dealer that just texted me, they did. So there's factory installed accessories. They actually took all those off, which was like $1,200, and then they discounted off MSRP $1,000. So really, they saved us about $2,200 off MSRP. So if anyone in here is looking for a new RAV4, new Toyota in general, you can get good deals on them, 100%. You just have to do your due diligence, you know. But we're in with a couple of Toyota dealers that literally just give us basically any deal we want. Not any deal we want. I mean, we want $5,000 off, you know, but they still give us good deals. Still give us good deals. Yeah, I can get a quote if needed. Let's see. All right. But guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, we're doing a lot of Q&As today. So anything car buying, if you guys have any questions about buying a car or how we negotiate or how we can help you as a consumer, anything and everything, guys, please don't be scared to ask. If you guys have any questions about how much we're getting off MSRP or the market on certain cars, we're doing that as well. Again, the only reason we really know markets at all is just because we call so many dealers and we negotiate so many different deals on a monthly basis that it just gives us an idea of the market. So, Aaron, yes, we do use cars as well. We do both new and used in all 50 states. We also do this on anything. Well, when I say anything, any type of way you're paying. So, financing, cash, or leasing. So, we do it on every car. Now, we try to do this on cars at the dealership. Just a heads up. I had someone ask the other day if we negotiate Facebook Marketplace deals. I mean, I'll call the seller for you and negotiate a deal if you want to cut me like $100 check or something. But overall, no, we just try to do business with the dealership because that's our expertise. I'm looking for a Kia K5 JT. What do you think? I'm a fan of K5, or yeah, I'm a fan of K5s. I think anything Kia and Hyundai, like back in the day, used to get a very, very bad rep due to reliability. I'm actually somewhat, I wouldn't say 100% a fan, but I'm still okay with the newer ones. Anything older than 2020 Kia and Hyundai, I'm kind of against, just due to reliability. But the newer ones, absolutely. I don't know what it is about them. Aaron, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you. And guys, if you're coming in now and if you have any questions about our service, we always have people ask and want to try to reach out. But we have a yellow Service Plus button. Bottom left of the screen, guys, you can click that. You can send me a DM. I'd love to help you guys out. I actually had someone yesterday, if you guys were tuning in yesterday, we called a couple dealers, nothing too crazy. Between yesterday and today, we have a lot of deals that are finalizing. So I just wanted to stay open to all of our clients to make sure everything gets handled. So we're not live negotiating today. But I had someone sign up yesterday and they skipped the line, which means that they're going to be at the front of the line. They bypass everyone else. It's a $1,200 cost, but you get your cardio a lot quicker. So we had someone sign up yesterday strictly from this. So if you guys have questions or if you just want to sign up, yellow Service Plus button right there. How long do I keep my trusted 2006 Toyota Scion instead of a new car? How to know when to change? Sally, good question. I think it comes down to specifically you and situational. Like if that 2006 Toyota Scion's giving you a lot of problems, um, and your engine shot, and then it's like, a $4,000 or $5,000 fix, which is probably what your car's worth. At that point, you're like, do I really want to put that money into it? So I think it's kind of situational. What do you think about getting a $50,000 loan and buying two cars, 30 grand and 20 grand, or should I just buy one car? That's a great question too. I think it's based on your lifestyle. Like if you're let's say if you're just living alone, you're single, no family, no nothing, you just want to get a $50,000 truck or a $50,000 car, why not? But if it's you and wife with two kids, you need a little bit of space, you want a little sports car, you can kind of mix it up a little bit. But I think it's situational as well. If I'm planning on purchasing in December, when should I hire you for your service? Great question. We always recommend signing up sooner rather than later. Usually by November, our December is filled. November and December. What the? YouTube and Twitch, for some reason, again, we just got cut off on TikTok. Again. Guys on YouTube and Twitch, I'm sorry. I was just running all my stuff on TikTok just to figure out. Yeah, I know that was another F bomb about to drop. I have meetings today, so I'll be in and out. I got you, AJS. No worries. Yeah, it's just very frustrating sometimes, but it's okay. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just getting everything loaded up again real quick. Let me open these curtains real quick. Get some natural light in here. All right, you negotiate as if you're putting zero down, let's say for a lease. James, I generally negotiate. Anytime I'm negotiating and coaching our client on getting a lease, it's with no money down. We just don't recommend a lot of money down. That's just, if you put a lot of money down and you total out that vehicle, you don't get that money back. So, Eric, I'm retired. Can I still finance? I have great credit score and drawing money from my retirement. 100% you can, Eric. As long as you have a good credit score, the banks will take that into consideration. So, what is your fee? Cindy, our fee is $900. If you want to skip the line and be the next deal that we process, it's $1,200. And if you want us to negotiate it fully on live stream where we evolve around your schedule, it's $1,300. But just $900 gives you the full concierge service where we do everything for you. James, thank you for the likes. Do you do used cars? Yes, we do new used cars. And if you're financing, if you're paying cash, or if you're leasing, we do all that. And if you have a trade-in, we'll do that as well. And if you're trying to buy a warranty or gap, we'll help negotiate that. We negotiate everything with the full car deal, even your interest rate, everything. So, good question. I had someone ask me 2 days ago if we did deals on Facebook Marketplace, and no, we don't. However, I'll probably call the consumer for you. Why not? Or the seller and negotiate it. How's it work if I have a trade? Cindy, good question. So when you have a trade, let's just kind of break down the whole process. So first off, if you want to sign up with us or if you want more info, we have a yellow Service Plus button right down there on your screen. You can click that bottom left, and then we'll try to help you out there. So, but the full process is once when you sign up and you pay the fee, we're going to send you probably, I think it's 2 documents, and you'll fill everything out. So the car you're trying to buy, specific make, specific model, whether you're paying cash financing or leasing. Then you're going to actually put in, I do have a trade. You're going to put in all your trade information. From there, we're going to reach out to you. We're going to try to get photos of your trade. We're going to try to get an accurate description of your trade. We're going to get everything that we need, where that member of our team will get all that info and then pass it along to me or Billy the car kid. It'll be me and him. We'll actually take that deal and we'll actually go and negotiate everything of that car deal. So, but it's very, very straightforward. Just to give you an idea, we actually negotiated one yesterday. We were on here live a little bit, making a couple of calls, but mostly it was the day before where we negotiated the deal. I shopped the trade at CarMax and Carvana. I use those 2 values, the higher one of the 2. I use it against the dealer for the dealership to step up on the trade. So, do you have any opinions on nice used cars to buy around 20 grand? Yeah, Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla. Just depending on what type of style. you won't, but I mean, those are probably my top two for that budget price point. But guys, welcome in. If you guys have no idea who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. I work at True Price with Billy the Car Kid, and we have a complete business where people hire us to negotiate their full car deal. So for more service info or questions, whatever you need, guys, we have a yellow service plus there. If you're in here and you do not follow me yet, we've got my profile right up here in the top left of the screen. And as always, if you guys have questions, please throw it in the chat and we'll try to answer them to the best of our ability. What if I have two different cars I am okay with? So, Cindy, when it comes to us doing the deal, we would require you probably not require, but we would recommend that you narrow it down to one make, one model, one trim level. So, for an example, if you're looking at Honda CRVs, sport trims, we would prefer that, and then we'll just try to get one or two colors. Um, so that way we can negotiate appropriately. If you're between two different models, like if you're between a Honda CRV and a Toyota RAV4, in that case, we would recommend you go test drive both vehicles, find out exactly which car you want, and then we can actually go back to the drawing board to negotiate it because we just don't want to negotiate that CRV and then all of a sudden you want a RAV4, and we're going to put hours and hours into this deal. So we just want to make sure that we're on the right vehicle, the right trim, the right color for you. We call him Victor today. We need another four square. Big Bad Cadillac, you have missed some of the craziest negotiations in the past couple of days. I don't think I've seen you in here, but we had people way worse than Victor. I can promise you that. Cindy, I appreciate you asking. So yeah, no worries. You're welcome. And Cindy, again, if you need help or if you want more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We got a yellow service plus button at the bottom left of that screen. Can't wait for the highlights. Big Bad Cadillac. If you go watch my last three videos, they're all popping off right now. 50,000 views, 30,000 views. They all have hundreds of comments. I had one guy that told me straight up that if you're paying cash for the car, we still have to run your credit. You have to give us your social, and we're going to run your credit. And we're going to shop it. So he told me that like strictly up here. And the same guy also told me that we don't give out numbers because it's TikTok and YouTube is coaching people to ask for out the door worksheet. So because of that, in order to save our workload, so we don't have to work hard, we're not going to do it. He said that verbatim on the tape. Go watch it if you don't believe me. It's absolutely nuts. So they're just popping off. They're popping off. And then, of course, the only people that are like defending it are the salespeople. They're in there and they're like, oh, no, he's correct. They have to run credit if he's paying cash. That is a complete lie. They do not. But it is what it is. He tried to use like the OFAC thing, which, guys, if you don't know what an OFAC report is, it's a legit thing. Dealerships do want to make sure that you are a legit person, no red flags, you're not a terrorist or anything. So, but for an OFAC, they need your first and your last name. No worries. I got you, Big Bad Cadillac. But guys, welcome in. Thank you guys for the likes so far. We're at 3,500 likes. Appreciate you. We got a lot of new followers already. Truly appreciate you guys. But right now, guys, we're doing everything Q&A. So if you're trying to buy a car, you're leasing a car, you have a trade-in, you don't understand the process, ask away. Again, I negotiate car deals every single day for a living, so I would love to help you guys throughout the process. Yes, we have a business model where you guys can hire us and we can negotiate your deal. However, you can also pop in these Q&As. You can ask questions. You can watch our content for free and use that and apply that to your deal. We just finalized a Subaru Forester hybrid deal that we were working the past 2 days. And the customer actually sent me a worksheet that he was like, a month ago, I was actually working with this exact dealer and they would only do $1,000 discount. I worked with them for 2 weeks and then we ended up getting $3,200 off MSRP, no dealer add-ons, and they stepped up on his trade. So it's pretty cool to see that. Well, it's not cool to see, but it's just a good example that even as a consumer, some people don't understand how to get the best deal. And the way you do it, guys, you want to find the car you want to buy at a bare minimum 5 dealerships. You want to call all those and get the best out the doors, and then just continuously shop it against them. We do it a little bit different. We just have time to sit here and call 10, 20, 30, 50 dealerships on your behalf as a consumer. That's how we get the best deals. It's no special sauce or a crazy wand or whatever, like some people say. We just sit here and we put the work in. That's all it takes is to get the best deal. You're live in it and I didn't hear you. Yes. So if you want to use this in December, we recommend that you sign up as quickly, not as quickly as possible, but sooner rather than later. Our month fill up very, very quickly, usually the month before. Like our November and December on the holidays is ridiculously crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So we would recommend if you're looking for December, just sign up maybe either now through October. So, Dave, what up, man? Thank you for the gift. Guys, mug of the day. It's my Leaning Tower Pisa mug. So when it's flat, it's leaning, the Italian Leaning Tower Pisa. I got it in Italy a couple months back. So, and we're drinking a little triple espresso shot. So we're going to be buzzing here soon enough. You're welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the question. So better deal now or December? It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're an average consumer, you don't really understand how to get the best deal. You're generally going to get the best deal towards the end of the month or the end of the year, right? But we're getting phenomenal deals every day. So just keep in mind every sale that the dealership does, they can generally do that sale any other day of the month. It just or any other day of the year. It just takes having the leverage and shopping as many dealers as possible. So I mean, you can get a phenomenal deal right now. It just depends on the car. Have you negotiated a lease on a 2026 Palisade? No, I've not. But that doesn't mean we can't. If you want to hire us to do it, yellow service plus button right there in the bottom left of your screen. We'd love to help you. Also, want to give a top shout out to top 5 viewers right now. We're only about 10 minutes in, but James, number 1, Dave, 2, Vicky, 3, Leanne, 4, and Art 90 Notch 5. Appreciate you guys being the top viewers right now. Again, guys, we're doing everything car buying. So if you guys have a question, please ask away. And again, I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. So we deal with a lot of dealerships. If you guys don't watch my content, we do a lot of phone calls every single day. So we deal with a lot of good dealerships and a lot of bad dealerships. However, a lot of our content is about the bad dealerships because we want to weed them out completely. We need you guys as consumers to understand what you have to go through sometimes to buy a car. You have to see it. You have to see the dark side so you know exactly what to look out for. So, yes, we get a lot of hate on the dealership side. They're like, oh, you only post the terrible content and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, we want to show the worst of the worst for the consumers to be weary of dealerships because keep in mind, dealerships, guys, the only way they make money, and I promise you this, salespeople and managers, they can make a lot of money. I'm talking about 250 plus $1,000 a year. Some, 500,000 plus. The way they do that is they make you as a consumer pay the most amount of money. That is why everything the way it is right now is because everyone's a little bit sneaky about it in the car business because they want to make you, the consumer, pay more so that they, on their paycheck, get paid more. So keep that in mind. Even if you have a friend or a family member in the business, be careful. Guys, I'm going to shrink this real quick, by the way, my screen. So I'm just going to be out of the screen just for a minute. Boom. Seems a little better right there. 45-year Mac will never buy a drive-by software. Sorry, I don't quite understand that. How do you shop for the consumer when financing? Is the deal you get from the dealer depending on FICO? Courtney, good question. So the way we shop is we always recommend as you as a consumer get a pre-approval at your bank or your credit union that you trust. By doing that, we generally know based upon like the rate you're getting, how good your credit is, your tier, all that. Then we can use that as leverage against the dealership. One, to make sure you qualify for their top tier rate at the manufacturer. And then two, to see if you can get a better rate than your bank or credit union. So that's only going to benefit you. They don't go off of FICO. They'll go off depending upon whatever bank they go through. It could depend upon Equifax or TransUnion. It just depends. But FICO, no, FICO is not really. It gives you like an idea of your score, but it's really not like that clear picture that they're going to use. Oh wow, what a genius. Where did you learn all that? You must have been in the car show, question mark. I don't know what that means. I have a 560 credit score. What can I do to get a car with a decent monthly and what down payment? Good question. If I'm you, I would go through my bank or my credit union first, and I would try to get a pre-approval through them to see how much I can get qualified for. If you went through the dealership at a 550 or a 560 credit score, they will take advantage of you and they're going to charge you a lot more in your rate than probably what you're qualified for. So I would start at your bank or credit union. Call them. You don't even have to go in. You can call them on the phone and just say, listen, I'm just trying to get an auto loan. I just want to see how much I can get it pre-approved for. And they'll give you an idea. Ram truck tail light malfunction, trunk inlet mode. Just groovy. I'm sorry. I'm not a technician. So I wouldn't be able to help you there, even though I appreciate the question. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, if you don't have any idea who I am and who's this random guy talking about car buying, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. So if you guys have questions as we're going through this, please ask away. You never know, maybe your question helps the next person that's in here and just trying to figure it out. And if just don't be scared, ask questions there. And also, if you are in here and you don't follow me, at top left of that screen is my profile. You can click that. You can give me a follow. Appreciate that. All those double taps, guys, they help us get out there. So I appreciate all that. And as always, if you guys want to reach out to me directly or hire us to negotiate your deal, we have a yellow Service Plus button at the bottom left of the screen. You can click that and send me a message. We'd love to help you guys out. AJ Banks, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Liz, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. And guys, if you haven't seen my latest post, my last 3 posts, they're absolutely popping off, and those are perfect examples why people hate the dealership. So if you go to any of my pages, mostly TikTok or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything at all, you can look at the last post. And I had a dealership literally told me that I'm paying cash for a car, so he's going to run my credit, which is a lie. I had another dealer that hung up on me because I was asking for a worksheet, and he said the reason we don't do it is because I say so. So you have all these managers, not salespeople. These are managers telling me this stuff. So the business needs to be fixed somehow, some way. And the way we do it is after we talk to dealerships that are absolutely horrendous, we post the conversation. Are you a new company competing with Delivered? No, I actually work with a company that started before Delivered. So I work with True Price and Billy the Car Kid. We have joined forces, and he's been around longer than Delivered. But good question. But overall, anyone who does this, guys, the way I see it is we're all pretty much united. We all want to fix the business. We all want to do something to change the business and look out for you guys as the consumer. So a lot of people come in here and they say, oh, Timu delivering all this stuff. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me because at the end of the day, we're all doing the exact same thing. You know, actually thinking of leasing for the first time ever because we don't have a trade-in. Thoughts? Liz, I'm cool with leasing. I actually leased my truck that's sitting in my driveway 20 feet from me. I like leasing because I don't really drive a lot of miles. I like having the lowest monthly payment possible on a brand new car. And I like a brand new car because I'm under manufacturer's warranty. I don't have to worry about anything mechanically going wrong. So, yes. I didn't mean it with any connotation, which is curious. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying that I know what you meant by it. But there's a lot of people that come in here and say things for the wrong way. But I was just saying that we all, yeah, we're not copying. We're not doing anything like that. We have our own business model. We actually have more tools, including warranties, gap insurance, and insurance that you guys can use. So it's just, yeah, I guess it's overall the same, but different. So. All good. Guys, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in so far. But yeah, just ask away, guys. We're doing everything car buying. And yes, I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. So even if you guys have questions about maybe how much discount off a new car, maybe I can know it, or maybe I'll know it off the top of my head. If I don't, I'll figure it out for you. But we call a ton of dealerships every day. That is the only way we know the knowledge of the market. So just curious, what's the one car you would buy for a brand new 16-year-old driver? Used? I'm going Toyota Civic, Honda Civic, or Toyota Corolla. I like those two because they're reliable, cheap on maintenance. It's going to last it forever. It's just an easygoing car that 16-year-old, he doesn't need, or he or she doesn't need much. It's just something to get them through high school, through college, super easy. It would be a second car for tooling around the neighborhood. Oh, Liz, 100% lease it. Lease it. Unless you plan on keeping that car for more than 3 or 4 years, then I would finance it. A dealer told me that they don't use credit score from Equifax and they pull it off a website I never heard of. Leanne, when it comes to credit, they could be using like a different bureau. So it could be Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, one of the three. So, but we all have kind of the same system. It's called like Route One, where they'll pull it through. But yeah, it should be pretty easy. I wouldn't worry too much there. What mile radius do you usually contact dealers, or is that dependent upon the buyer's preference? It's dependent upon the buyer's preference. I mean, the ultimate goal is to find something that's close to our client. However, I mean, we'll shop out of state sometimes. Like, just to give you an example, we did a Toyota RAV4 deal that the car's coming today. We did a deposit on it last week. She lives in Missouri. The dealership's in Texas. So we're shipping the car from Texas to Missouri. Guys, thank you for all the likes. We're at 13,000 likes. You guys are awesome. Oh, and I appreciate all you guys that have reached out. I just looked at it. We had about 8 DMs so far. So, guys, again, if you guys have any questions about our service or anything directly where we can help you guys, we have a yellow service plus button on the bottom left of that screen. You can click that and you can send a message directly to me about our services. Is buying a car in December better than other months because of the deals? I would say generally, as an average consumer, yes. However, here we're shopping every single day. So we're getting phenomenal deals every single day as well. As we're not waiting to the end of the year to get the best deal, because you can get the best deal right now if you know what you're doing. I got an S3 thinking of switching up to an M2, RS3, or CLE. Yeah, cool. I like the M2 out of all those. 455 looking for an F3, 4K down. Yeah, it's gonna be tough unless you have maybe like a bigger down payment, or I would probably start my bank or credit union, Faith. I'm thinking about doing voluntary repo. How hard would it be for me to get into another car within a year? If I'm you, before I actually deem that repo, I would try to get a second car now, right? Then repo that other car. The reason you want to do that is because then you'll go through bankruptcy, making this other car payment. So you will build up that credit and establish that credibility with the banks as you're going through it. So, Levi, what do you think about delivered? I I like them. I like anyone who does what we do because it puts light on the car business so that we can change it together. It's like I'm not going to fix it alone. He's not going to fix it alone. Billy the car kid started True Price, who I work with. He's not going to do it alone. It is collectively. It's all of us. It's going to take to change the business. So I'm a fan of anyone who does it, including him or anyone. How about Ultima 2022? Overall, yeah, but not the biggest fan of that car. Jay Torres, what up? How we doing? Liz, thank you for sharing live. Appreciate you. But guys, welcome in as we start to get more and more people in here. Again, we are doing anything car buying questions. So if you have a question, guys, do not be scared to ask away. You never know, your question may help the next person that's in here. And for those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. So if you don't follow me, top left of the screen, you can follow my profile. If you guys have questions about our service or how we can help you, yellow service plus button at the bottom. And I don't even have to ask this because you guys are killing it. We're at 16,000 likes. If you want to show some love, guys, double tap that screen. Appreciate you guys. Negotiations today. No, I'm staying free for the clients. We got a lot of deals that are finalizing today. So best deal, new or used RAV4. The best deal, you're going to go new. We're still getting great deals on RAV4s, guys. I had $2,100 off MSRP the other day for one of our clients. So we're still getting good deals. The rumor is that there is terrible deals on them. Overall, as an average consumer, yes, you're going to pay MSRP or over, depending upon what country you're in, what state you're in, and what part of the country you're in. But overall, we can still get good deals. We have a lot of good Toyota dealers on our side that are giving us and our clients phenomenal deals. Guys, if you haven't watched our latest post about some of these dealerships, what they told me in the past 24 hours. Go watch it. It's absolutely nuts. I actually posted a full YouTube video today of those two conversations of them telling me that they're going to run my credit even though I'm paying cash, and them refusing to send me numbers. I posted just the full length raw clips on YouTube this morning. So if you haven't watched those, go check them out. It's absolutely nuts. When you sign up for your services, what happens after you need to sign paperwork? Maria, good question. So after you sign up with us and we negotiate the best deal, let's say we're to the point right now. I'll just give you an example. Right now, we just solidified a Subaru Forester deal, $3,200 off MSRP. The dealer has a $100 doc fee, which is a good deal. They stepped up an extra $2,000 on the trade, so $7,000 first trade. At that point, I know it's the best. So the consumer's like, all right, let's go ahead or the salesperson said, all right, let's go ahead and put a deposit. Let's move forward. So I said, great, no problem. It's actually for my brother. So I'm going to put me, you, and him in a group chat right now. We're going to move forward. And he's like, no problem. So I then texted our client. Well, I called him and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and move forward. He was cool with it. I then put me, the salesman, and our client on a group chat and said, hey, this is my brother, blank. Thank you for making this super easy. I send the worksheet in there. And then from there, I just tell the salesman, hey, let us know anything you need. And we're putting everything in his name. He sent us the credit out. And then he said, I need a picture of your ID and your insurance card. And then we just move forward that way. So super, super easy. Sometimes we even coordinate it all the way through the finance office as well. So if they're trying to sell our client warranty and gap, generally I'm the one talking to them and I pre-negotiate that. So that way when we go in or if they deliver it to our client, we know everything beforehand. So hopefully that helps. Wanting to learn manual, would you buy on Facebook or dealership? Facebook. I'd get like a cheap little manual. Art 99, I appreciate all the likes. I just see you in here tapping. We're at 20,000 likes, guys, so thank you. Guys, we're also live on YouTube and Twitch, so anyone on all three platforms, if anyone has questions, I can see all the chats, so please ask away. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. And Vicky, thank you for all the likes as well. Appreciate you. I showed this off earlier, guys. Mug of the day. Coffee mug of the day. Leaning Tower Pizza. I got this in Italy a couple months ago. When it's flat, it leans. Pretty cool, right? Straight shooter, I'm so sorry. Liz Barrow, thank you for the follow. Liz, yep, pretty cool, right? Good little antique, if you will. When one sees a price on the internet of a vehicle, how accurate is it? Sammy, it's generally not that accurate because dealerships add on what's called dealer add-ons. It is straight BS profit that they're going to add on. Just to give you guys an idea, I had a dealer yesterday. It was like $4,000 of dealer add-ons. I'll show you guys. As I'm loading it up, Odyssey or Sienna, which one's better? I think I'm going to go Odyssey personally. All right. Let me show you guys this real quick. All right, check this out. Oh, hold on. Slide this a little bit over. Boom. All right, check this out. All right, so if you look at the market selling price, $31,643. They have a Clear Pro protection, $791 BSV. Family Link BSV, $1,295. So I'm trying to read. Silajet, $1,595, and Express Theft Code $795. I mean, that's what, 28 plus 15, $4,300 of dealer add-ons. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely. So that's why, guys, when you see all of our content about us asking for an out-the-door worksheet, that is why. By having that, it's going to show the exact breakdown of everything itemized. I don't want them to text me numbers. I don't want them to email me numbers because if they do, what they can do is they can text you a sales price that includes dealer fees. I want to see everything. Sienna has better ratings. It does. I'm open. I'm cool with Odyssey and Sienna. By the way, they're both phenomenal vehicles. I'm a little bit more biased towards Honda over Toyota because I worked at Honda for 8 years. Have you done Ram RHO deals? I have not done one, but our company has. I personally haven't done one. And guys, people always ask this too: is do we do new and used cars? We do both new and used cars all over the country, all 50 states. I've met plenty of guys like you. LOL. Austin, what does that mean? Plenty of guys like me. Awesome. But yeah, we do deals all over across the country, new and used cars, whether you have a trade in, whether you're financing, leasing, or paying cash. We do it all. I see a lot of we cover your loan, your vehicle is needed. What do you mean, Tylene? You see that from the dealerships? Is that what you're saying? Any good lease deals on the Honda Passport Transport? Yeah, Miguel. I mean, overall, I mean the lease specials are okay. I wouldn't say they're like crazy deals right now, but I mean you get a good discount on the Passport. That's really what you want to know if you're getting a good deal. You want a good discount off MSRP. You want to pay no dealer add-ons. Plus, you want to get all the rebates that you qualify for. And if you have a trade, you want to shop your trade and maximize your trade in. So, even though it sounds simple, the only way to do that is you got to call multiple dealerships. Sammy, our fee is $900. Yes, like a buyback for a new car. Tylene, we cover your loan. Your vehicle is needed. Generally, what that means is that the dealership's just trying to get you into the door, and they're going to say they're going to, pay. I mean, every dealership's going to pay off your loan, so that's kind of walking that line of lying. But they're going to pay off the loan because when you trade in your car that has a lien on it, they pay it off, and then whether you have equity or negative equity, it gets rolled into your next loan. So it's not always a good thing. Just a heads up. But it does depend. Just got a new truck, Silverado 1500 RST for 57,000. Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's a good deal. I'd have to see like the full breakdown, how much you got off MSRP, rebates. But that's a cool truck. I mean, you can get. Hopefully, you got a great deal on it because every full size truck right now, guys, you should be able to get a massive discount. There's a lot of rebates. You can get a good deal on almost any single full size truck, unless it's like a Raptor R or something very specialized like that. Every truck, though, I mean, even Tundras, people are saying like the Tundras don't have good deals. We just got $8,000 off MSRP, no dealer add-ons, and they deliver it to our client. So 0% APR 60 months. Keep in mind that's obviously 0% is a good rate, but it's always not the best rate because sometimes it's tied to not getting the rebates from the manufacturer. Ram trucks is like 23K off. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, every full-size truck is nuts right now. Lexus GX 550. Yeah, those are one of the toughest cars to get right now, but I'm actually about to start negotiating one. I had a client reach out to me on Instagram. She just signed up yesterday, so I should be working that one by the end of the week. So if you want to tune into that one, that'll be good. Got $6,000 off MSRP. Got you. So on a 1500, it wasn't an RST, but we got $10,000 off in Alabama. So you probably could get a little bit more depending upon where you're at, but I think $6,000 is still good though. In Cali, yeah, I got you. Yeah, Cali's a little tough. Wait list for that Lexus in Georgia. I mean, they always say there's a wait list. If you call enough dealerships, you can find one either on the ground or maybe in transit in the next couple of days. People say that about RAV4s as well. Guess what? We got $2,100 off, and the car was 4 days out from being in transit. So there's not a wait list. There's no point in going on a wait list. You just call other dealerships, So there's never a point to just be on a wait list for a car, unless it's like, like a crazy Lamborghini or a crazy Ferrari, you're on a wait list for that car and you got 500 grand to spend on the vehicle. I get that. Which we do all those cars, by the way. Guys, if you're in here and you're looking for like a sports car or supercar, we also do that. I was at a McLaren Rolls Royce and a Koenigsegg dealer. I sold a $3.4 million Koenigsegg Regera. I sold multiple other Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, anything you think of, we sold it. So I have the expertise to help you guys there too. So just keep that in mind. We don't only just do Honda, Toyota, Mazda, Subaru. We don't do all that. We do everything. Got a used 2023 RAV4 at 55,000 miles for 27.6 out the door. Good deal. I wouldn't know that off the top of my head. I would have to shop. I'd have to see the breakdown. Depends how much you paid in dealer add-ons and all that as well. So, guys, 25,000 likes. Thank you guys for getting us there. Truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the new follows, all the DMs. I'm getting a lot of notifications from DMs. So if you're in here and you have direct questions for us, or if you want us to help in any way, guys, yellow Service Plus button in the bottom left of that screen. You'll see that. Also, profile, top left of the screen, you can give me a follow too. Scott, thank you for the follow. Is a Prius 2015 a good car to buy? Vanessa, yeah, I mean, anything Honda or Toyota, you're in a good spot. I mean, I would just be careful on the Prius, specifically on the battery. I would try to get that checked to see the life on it. Being 11 years old, it could be almost at its wit's end because there's a warranty on that, but it's out of warranty now. So JPS and Unknown, thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for everyone who's reached out to for the DMs too. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to answer them as soon as I get off live, which will probably be in about an hour. Vanessa, thank you for the follow. Is a 2025 Mazda CX-30 2.5 in a good daily? I just got one and rear axle's already bad. Overall, Mazdas are great daily. Now, if they're already bad, if the axle's already bad, that's not good. That means you probably didn't do your due diligence on checking out the car before you bought it, which is okay. I mean, an average consumer doesn't know. So, yeah, if you just bought it, like I'm talking about within like a week or two, I would go back to the dealership. I would call and give them some hell about that. See if they would maybe either help cover most of it or pay for the whole thing. They're probably not going to, but it's worth a shot. What do you think of the new Chevy Equinox models? I think they're okay. I know you can get a good discount on them right now, so incentives are good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite SUV in the class, but overall, I'd say it's okay. Anything new, I'm really good with, except electric vehicles. I'm not the biggest fan of electric. I got a warranty and got some plus warranty with the dealers. Oh, good for you. Yeah, good for you. I mean, that's going to help you in that long run. And guys, we're also a big believer in warranties. If you guys are in here, if you just bought a car or you're thinking about buying a car and you want a warranty, but you don't want to pay the dealership price, we have that on our website. We have partnered with a warranty company and Gap Insurance Company and insurance company, all that to get you guys the best, not only the best coverage, the same coverage as the dealer, but at the cheapest price possible. So it's just like a win-win if you're looking for a warranty or gap insurance in any type of way. Losey, thank you for the follow. What do you think of the new Chargers? I'm not the fan. I'm not a fan at all. I've never been a Dodge fan. What about the new Buick Enclaves? Yeah, they're okay. You can get good discounts on them right now. Tyler, what would be 3 cars under 200K that you think would either maintain or retain in value? Ledgers, I'm just going to give you the number one. It's going to be a 911. A Porsche 911 is arguably one of the best cars under 200 grand that's going to hold its value the best. I think everything else is, iffy. However, there are a lot of pre-owned cars. Like if you look at anything like a Lamborghini Huracan, for example, that'll be, well, depending upon the trim, depending upon miles and year, you can go under 200 grand, and that one's already been depreciated by 150 grand. So you may be able to have that retain value in the long run. It depends though, but if you're looking new or like within a year or two old, 911's the car. What do you think of the Nissan Murano Plantain 2026? I'm a fan of it. What do you think of the Nissan Rogues? The newer Rogues, yes. The older ones, not my favorite. How much room is there below MSRP on the Lexus RX 500 buy? Do you like the car? I do really like that car. I haven't negotiated RX 500, so I'm not too sure about that, but I know our company has and my counterpart has, so I can get you the answer as soon as I get off if you want to send me a message. How much room is there? Oh, sorry. For some reason, it just like double tapped it in front of me. So I was about to read it again, straight shooter. Tylene, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Straight shooter, you're welcome. Absolutely. Guys, thank you for all the DMs. I keep seeing the DMs come across. So again, if you guys have any questions about our service or if you want to hire us or any questions at all, that yellow service plus all the way in the bottom, yellow arrow, that's our direct reaching out DM button, if you will. Would love to help you. I'm going to answer those as soon as I get off live. So appreciate you guys for reaching out. Thank you for the new follows. We've been live for about 30 minutes. Excuse me. We got about 20 new followers as well. So appreciate all you guys. If you're just now following me and you haven't watched my content yet, go to my page and watch my last 3 posts. They're absolutely nuts what these managers told me. Nuts. And it was right here in live. Everyone who was in here was just, I mean, we had 250 people in here watching these sales managers tell me that they're not going to send me a worksheet. They have to run my credit if I'm paying cash. They hate people on TikTok and YouTube because it teaches people how to buy cars. They said all that live. It's on my last post. Go check it out. Bianca, thank you for the follow. What do you think about the Lexus 350 S Sport 2026 to finance? I love that car. I think if you're going to finance it, just make sure you're going to keep it for a while. If you don't know if you're going to keep it more than 3 years, I would just lease it personally. I mean, you're going to have a little bit of depreciation at the jump, but overall, it's a good buy. Checo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Guys, and thank you for all these likes. I mean, 27,000 likes. You guys are awesome. Subaru has been my best car buying experience so far. Recently bought one for the wife. Oh, Jay Mathis, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of good dealerships on the list for Subarus, and we deal with a lot of good dealers trying to shop those. So we just finalized actually 2 of them this week. Foresters, one limited, one sport trim. And both were, not quite. Actually, I hate to say this to you. There's a lot of, I would say overall, most Subaru dealerships are good. But if you watch my latest post about the manager that hung up on me, refusing to send me numbers, that was a Subaru Forester dealership or a Subaru dealership, believe it or not. So there's still some very bad ones out there. Just keep that in mind. Carrie, thank you for the follow. Infiniti QX60s. I'm a fan of that car. Fairway in Greenville. Oh, yeah, Greenville's a good little spot to be. I like that. Guys, welcome in though. If you have no idea who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. I'm not doing it live today because I'm just staying open for all of our clients because we got a lot of deals finalizing today. But I will be back between probably tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, all 3 days, doing live negotiations. So we always go live between 12 to 3 p.m. Sometimes we stay maybe till 4 or 5 or 6, depending on the deals that we're working. But today we're just doing anything questions. So if anyone has any questions about car buying, we understand it's a tough process. Everyone hates dealing with the dealership. That's why I have a job. So please don't hesitate to either ask questions or reach out to me directly on that yellow arrow on the bottom left of your screen is our Service Plus button. And also, if you're in here, you don't follow me yet, guys, you can follow me at the top left of the screen. And thank you guys so much for all these likes. But if you want to show some love, please double tap as much as possible. Sent you a message. How long does it take to respond? Scott, I'll do it right now. How about that? Hold, please. Mr. Scott. All right. Sorry, I'm reading it right now, Scott. Scott, I think the biggest thing is to just figure out just your situation in terms of if you are upside down or if you have equity. But you can always get out of it. Keep in mind with you're leasing it, right? And sorry to just put it out there, but whether you're leasing or financing it, you can definitely get out. You can always trade in early. It just depends how much equity or negative equity you have to roll into another one. But we'd love to help you out. I will actually send you the message and reply to that as soon as I get off it, if that's okay. So, but I'll probably reply 30, 45 minutes as soon as we get off. On my way to the dealership to trade in my 2023 Kia K5 for 2023 Tesla Model 3, but I owe 18 grand. Darai, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, by the way. I would never go into the dealership at all. There's no reason to go. If I'm you right now, I would sit in your chair at home like I am. I would put in my trade information at CarMax and Carvana. I would get trade numbers from both. I would then call the dealership and be like, listen, you guys have a 2023 Tesla that I want to buy. Can you please send me all the maintenance reports that you guys have? I want the Carfax and I want your best out the door price to see all my taxes and fees. And then after you negotiate the best deal, if they're not even going to discount it, is what it is. But then you're like, okay, I have a trade in and I have a CarMax offer for this. Can you match it? I would never, ever go into the dealership without doing that. That sounds simple. You just want to do your due diligence before you go in. No one wants to go in and waste time in a dealership. And that's what you're going to do is by going in. What do you think about the Toyota Corolla? I'm a massive fan. Are you talking about the Corolla Cross? Yeah, I'm a big fan. Anything Toyota, I'm cool with, except any electric vehicle. I'm against. How long do you have to wait to get financing after a volunteer repo? Matt, it's situational. Sometimes after you have a volunteer repo, if you have a good down payment, you can get in pretty quickly, but it's situational. I would just get with your bank or your credit union that you trust to try to get a pre-approval first. That's what I would do. I would never, ever go to the dealership to do that. And guys, thank you guys for all these DMs so far. We've got a bunch of them. So again, please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you do have questions about me or about our service or how we can help. So oh, what would be a good deal on 27 Land Cruiser? Land Cruiser, Tennessee. We're getting between $4 and $5 grand off on Land Cruisers, believe it or not. I did a deal $4,300 off in Texas the other day, and they delivered it to our client. Oh, Ghost said, why do y'all scam people? Guys, if you're new to our channel and you're just in here for the first time, you're going to see people like Ghost come in here and always try to bash us. And they're always either salespeople or managers at a dealership, and they think we scam people. But Ghost, I'm very upfront about our commission. It's not even commission. It's just our fee. It's $900. And if people want to skip the line, it's $1,200, which we had 6 people sign up last night to skip the line because they want to be the next deal in line. But we don't scam people at all. We actually help. I'm assuming you're in the dealership world, so we help people against you who scam people. Because the only way you get paid as a salesperson or a manager is by making consumers pay more for the car or more for the warranty or less for what their trade's worth. That's how you guys get paid, but we don't scam people. We're actually 100% on their side to save them the most amount of money possible to help them. What about applying for a loan for a used vehicle under 10 grand? What are your suggestions? I would go through my bank or credit union. I would never trust the dealership with a loan. If you're straight up about your commissions, I'd buy from you. Oh, I got you, Ghost. I apologize then. No, Ghost, I'm not. Ghost, me, you're on the same page then. I'm not a car salesman. No, I'm not a car salesman. I am on the consumer side. People hire us to negotiate their car deal. I apologize to you then. I thought you were a salesman, and I thought you were saying that to me, which we get that all the time, guys. And that's just a good example is Ghost. I apologize again, but we have a lot of salespeople managers that come in here. The only people that hate our service are car salespeople. If you go and look at my last 10 posts on anything, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, if there's any negative comment, go click it and look at their profile. I guarantee they're a car salesman or a manager. Guaranteed. Do you recommend paying for taxes and fees like the title registration upfront when buying a vehicle? Are you talking about putting that as a down payment? If you're leasing it, no. If you're financing it, I think, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to roll that into your financing, you could. It's up to you. Ghost, all good. We're all on the same page. We all hate salespeople. I'm just kidding. So actually, guys, some of my best friends are still in the business, and we do a lot of deals together. It's really just the people and the salesmen and the managers who don't understand that consumers just want transparency nowadays. They just don't want to be pushed around and hiding fees and all that stuff. All that stuff should be out the window. And we're just trying to broadcast the dealers that do that. And we want to get them completely away from doing business that way. If they're just more transparent, again, we have a lot of good dealerships on our list. All my best friends are in the dealership world. So I like dealerships. I like the good dealerships, though. I don't like the bad dealerships. Most credit unions want you to become a member and open accounts. Yeah, German. I mean, whoever you bank with, like if your bank is Wells Fargo, I would trust Wells Fargo over the dealership. So I think that's a good place to start, get a pre-approval, and then if the dealership has a better rate, you can finance with the dealership. So how do your services work? Percentages or one-time fee? Yeah, our fee is $900, and that is so that we can negotiate the best deal on the car you're trying to buy. That's also if you have a trade-in, if you're financing, leasing, or paying cash. We negotiate all that. What are you getting off C8 Corvettes MSRP? I haven't negotiated a C8, but my counterpart has, so I can probably try to get you an answer as soon as I get off. Why do you hate it? Why are you hating on EVs all the time? I'm not hating on them, Ledgers. I'm just not a fan. I think the infrastructure that we were pushed 5 to 8 years ago about how electric vehicles is going to be the greatest thing in the world, and they're setting up substations and charging stations every 2 miles. Like, I just don't think we can handle it. Plus, the price point on electric vehicles, an average price point in America on an electric vehicle is $54,000. And an average consumer can't spend or afford $54,000. Jeremy, you're welcome. Are you a part of Delivered? No, I'm a part of True Price. I joined True Price, which was created by Billy the Car Kid, arguably the biggest face in this market of helping consumers buy cars. So no, I'm not with Delivered. Do you like the hybrid concept? I like hybrids. Yeah, I do like hybrids, believe it or not. I really do. I think you just get good components of both electric, the best components of electric and gas. You have both. But overall, electric, no, I'm just not the biggest fan of price point, infrastructure about it, and the long-term value that they hold. Carvana would give me 14 grand for the trade-in, but the lot mentioned give me 16, hoping for 18. DeRay, that's just them trying to get you in through the door. I would shop your car at CarMax. Go online right now, CarMax. Take you 2 minutes. Go to sell my car at the top, put in your VIN miles, an accurate description, get that number, and then just sit at home and negotiate. If you go in hoping for 18, you have a better chance getting 18 if you're sitting at home and negotiating. You're not going to go in and get 18. Well, if they do, then all the best to you. But you're going to get better deals by sitting at home and calling multiple dealerships for the leverage. Guys, also, if you're in here, where's everybody from? I always like to know how far widespread these go. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, just to give you guys an idea. What about you guys? Where's everybody from? Tell me your state, city, wherever. And as you guys are doing that, Scott, does your service work on getting the best price for your trade in? 100% we do. We're going to take your trade, guys, and we're going to shop it, Scott. We're going to shop it at CarMax and Carvana. Those two platforms are going to give us a great idea of the market. We're then going to let the dealership appraise it after we've negotiated the best deal because we throw it in at the very end. They're going to give me a lowball number. And then I'm going to tell them, listen, I have CarMax offer for this. We're trying to get this, So Billy, you're in North Carolina. Awesome. Texas, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Los Angeles, New Mexico. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Louisiana, not Los Angeles. Yeah. Awesome. We got a good little widespread live here. I had someone from like the Philippines yesterday or something. It's pretty cool. Ledgers, I get it. EV depreciation is huge. Might be okay as a 2-year-old car to use locally. Yeah, I mean, I'm still scared of pre-owned electric vehicles. The batteries and the technology that's in them, they're very, very expensive to fix. So it just depends on the car, though. I'm in Florida Power Sports, so I generally enjoy listening to your strategies for car dealers. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Florida Power Sports. I feel like that rings a bell. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't have a strategy because I'm not a dealership owner, but I was in the dealership world and sold cars and was a manager for about 10 years. So I kind of understand like an overall idea of how to sell cars and how to be more transparent. The biggest thing that they lack in the dealership world is transparency. It's the biggest thing. That's why people hate dealerships, is because they essentially they may not lie, but they walk that line and they don't tell you all the information so that they can get paid more. Carrie, thank you for all the gifts, the roses. You're awesome. Thank you. I cringe when it's my turn to do the car thing. Yeah, I know. I know. I think everybody does. It's just one of the things. And I'm not gonna lie too, guys. I think we get a lot of hate because there's a lot of car salespeople that or managers that want to do what we do. They want to be helping consumers more. Um, so I think that's a big thing too, is because I'm not kidding when I tell you guys this. I probably have a minimum of 5 people between all of our social medias DM us and reach out to try to see if we're hiring because it's just it feels so good to be in the position where we're at now, where we actually help consumers and go against these dealers who are not transparent and lying and things like that because no one enjoys that. C5 vet for a 17-year-old? No, I wouldn't do that. I have a 2022 Camry LE. Do I have a good car? It's a phenomenal car. Absolutely. Is it true the best time to buy vehicles at the end of the month? I would say as an average consumer, potentially. But I mean, we get great deals every single day, whether it's the first day of the month, the last day of the month, first day of the year, last day of the year. It does not matter. Does not matter at all. As an average consumer, if you haven't bought in a car, if you've only bought maybe one or two in your lifetime, maybe because the dealership is trying to sell as many cars as possible to hit quotas. So yeah, I'd say if you haven't bought one recently, yeah. Does your gap cover all new cars or certain models? Haven't bought it yet, so can't fill out the gap for them. Yeah, our gap, it's as long as you bought in the car. I think there's a time frame within like 30 days or whatever. If you bought it within 30 days, yeah, it's up to 150%, and it covers that gap in case you total your vehicle. 100%. What do they do with the cars that don't sell? They'll wholesale them, which means that they'll essentially send it to an auction, and they'll just auction it off to just move the metal. Do you think a 2017 Tundra Limited worth 17,000 miles for 42 grand is worth it? Carrie, I'd have to shop. When it comes to pre-owned vehicle, guys, there's so many different markets. Like that truck will be a different price in California versus North Carolina. So I would have to shop your area. But good question. Does the gap cover your vehicle till it gets paid for? Yeah, it'll cover you for the loan. So if you do a 60-month loan and let's say you buy gap at the dealership, it's good for that 60-month term. Any Toyota is worth it. I agree. I agree. Let me ask you a question. What makes you an expert if you ever own? Let me ask you a question. What makes you an expert if you ever own a dealership, if you ever had a US? I'm so sorry. I don't understand. Reiterate that, please, and I will try to answer it to the best of my ability. But guys, welcome in. If you guys have no idea who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living, which essentially makes us an expert car negotiator, if you will. And yes, people hire us to negotiate their deal. We do close to 100 deals a month. I work at True Price with Billy the Car Kid, and we're just here to help consumers. So if you guys have any questions about our service, or if you want to just hire us directly, we have a yellow Service Plus button right down there on the bottom of your screen. You can click that. If you're in here and you don't follow me yet, profiles in the top left of the screen. As always, I appreciate all you guys. If you just double tap that screen, all these likes help get us out there a little bit more. But 36,000 likes, guys. You guys are awesome. Carrie, Leanne, thank you guys for the gifts. Leanne, thank you for saying that. I'm going to pin that. Have you ever owned a dealership or have you ever managed one? What I had, where you get to know? So I never owned a dealership, but I was a manager of a dealership. I don't understand the second part of what you said. I'm so sorry. It's just like the wording. And where'd you get to know? I'm just assuming that you're asking like where'd I get my knowledge? I sold cars for about a year and a half. I was a finance manager for another year and a half, and then I was a desk manager between new and used cars um, for the remainder of my career. My last 2 years in the business was I was at a very high end dealer, McLaren, Rolls Royce, and Koenigsegg. So before that, I was at a Honda dealer that we sold about 400 cars a month, maybe a little bit more. But luckily enough, being at a high volume dealer like that, you get a lot of practice very quickly. So, you get to work hundreds of deals a month and see a lot of stuff very quickly. So, What's your opinion of e-vehicles? Electric vehicles, I'm not the biggest fan. Chevy Colorados, I haven't negotiated Chevy Colorado. However, every single truck has a good discount on it right now and good rebates. So, what do you recommend for someone who bought a new used vehicle with no dealer warranty? B, if you just bought it and you want a warranty, you could buy it through our website. You could go on our website to get a quote on one, but it's up to you. I mean, sometimes people see benefits, sometimes they don't. I see a benefit in a warranty, the right warranty, the exclusionary platinum coverage. Anything other than that's generally not a good buy. Thoughts on buying from Enterprise? No, I wouldn't buy from Enterprise because all those cars are formal rental cars. And what do I do when I rent a car? I destroy that car. Better to buy from CarMax or dealership? Dealership. CarMax, they are overpriced in my opinion. Plus, they don't negotiate, so you're gonna overpay for that car, and then because they don't negotiate, they're really banking on you buying products on the back end, warranties, gap, all that. So buying from Enterprise is crazy. I agree. How does CarMax always offer such good money for traders to people? Because they overcharge their cars. That's why, and they have their own like formula that they just know that they're going to sell it for quick, easy profit. Great question, though. Leanne and Carrie, thank you guys for all these likes. You guys are just killing me. I just see you guys' name on the bottom of the screen so much. So thank you. So it's better to sell it to them and buy elsewhere. No, it's actually better to just get a number from CarMax and then using that against the dealership, seeing if they can step up and give you that. Because in most of the states across the country, you get what's called trade credit, trade tax credit. It's a benefit that essentially lowers the amount of sales tax that you pay by having that trade in. Just go to Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, you could. Look, I'm a fan of having no car payment and getting something cheap. So if you want to get something on Facebook Marketplace, that's no problem there. Between Florida and Dallas, which is the best place to lease a car? Carrie, it's dependent upon what make and model. But I mean, Florida tax rate, I believe, is slightly less than Dallas. So I mean, if you have residencies in both, it just depends. B, yes. Paradox of CarMax, they offer decent on trade-in value, probably because they mark their own cars up. Yes, that's correct. Thoughts on getting me an Audi RS3? Yeah, we can help. I mean, we can help you negotiate that deal, but I'm a fan of RS3s. If that was your question, yeah, absolutely. Looking at side by side comparison of the Cadillac Escalade and the Yukon Denali, they're beautiful. Yeah, definitely different in price point. You were 100% right, Candy. But both very, very good cars. Oh, you have an S3 currently trying to. I got you, Mo. Yeah, that's a cool car. It's definitely a cool car. I'm a fan of that car. Good choice there. Mo, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're in here, you don't follow me yet, just like Mo did, top left of the screen, guys, is our profile. Give us a follow. We just crossed 11,000 followers. Some of our content is like starting to really pop off. So, and it's because of all you guys. So I appreciate it. But we do go live Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes we stay later if we are negotiating deals, which a lot of the time we're on here live negotiating car deals. So I'd say Q&As are once or twice a week. The rest of it is just negotiation. Last week we just live stream negotiations all week. So we're gonna get back into it starting tomorrow. Vicky, thank you for the follow. You think a hiring manager would laugh in my face if I only wanted 40 hours a week for a dealership? Yeah, they would. Yeah, hours are crazy. We appreciate 40,000 likes. Yes, we do. I'm gonna pin that, Candy. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for getting us to 40,000 likes. Seriously, what would I do without you guys? You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. Remember to send your daily heart me. Leanne, yes. Leanne, I appreciate your you always send me that usually every day. So I appreciate you. You're awesome. Guys, also, instead of follows or likes, if you guys have any questions about our service or if you just want to go straight into hiring us, we have a yellow Service Plus button that talks about our service a little bit more in that bottom left of the corner of the screen. So don't hesitate to click that yellow arrow. It's going to reach out to me directly and I'll answer these questions in probably about 30 minutes as soon as I get off. How is it going? Blue, what up? Everything's going great. I live in a really busy area of Florida with high ticket dealers. You think that's a good gig? B, yeah, I was actually at a McLaren Rolls Royce and Koenigsegg dealer, which was pretty cool. It's just like a little bit different than the normal dealership world. So hours are generally a little bit better, but you're dealing with a lot higher class clientele. So you really have to be on your game. But yeah, I mean, it's good, but you just have to know your stuff. Would you lease a Benz? I would lease a Benz. I wouldn't finance one or pay cash for one. I would, if I was buying a Benz, I would lease it. Great question. Is 9% off MSRP plus rebates a good deal on a custom order? If a custom order F-250 Lariat, probably. Generally, custom orders, they don't really heavily negotiate because they know that you're emotionally tied to that vehicle. If it's a vehicle that's on the lot, generally you can get a better deal. Is it better to own or lease a car and why? Vicky, it's situational. Like I lease my cars and then my fiance finances her car. I don't drive a lot of miles. I like having a newer car under manufacturer's warranty so nothing happens, or if anything does happen, it's covered. But it's situational. Dealer was trying to sell me a wrapped XLE Premium for 50K because I want a specific interior color. That's crazy. They try. Why wouldn't you buy a Benz? Depreciation. You'll get hit heavily with depreciation on a Benz unless you buy that thing very, very well. So I would lease that car. Same for us. Finance loves to lease. I finance my truck. Good for you, B. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say finance loves it. I mean, the dealership and manufacturer loves when you lease guys because it brings you back every 2 or 3 years for a new car. So it just keeps that retention. Do you think the Cadillac is overpriced? Um, I would say so. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are paying over MSRP for those. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't really make sense. But you know, I would never pay over MSRP on any car. I just can't. I because I was in the business for so long. It's not a deal. It's just not a good financial decision at all. Like, I mean, if you look at, for example, the 2025 gas RAV4s, they're selling used ones. They're selling over MSRP what they really were brand new. So it's nuts. It doesn't make any sense. Guys, and I'm seeing a ton of DMs that are coming in. So again, I'm going to answer all those as soon as we get off live. Thank you all for the DMs. Trust me, I reach out personally. I'll get on here and reach out to every single one of you guys as soon as we get off. I do it every time after a live. So if you ever DM'd us and you get a response, that's me. So when you guys deal, you're always negotiating below MSRP. It depends on the car. I wouldn't say every single time. Like you look at Raptor R's, you're probably going to pay over. RAV4s, you may pay MSRP depending upon where you're at. We're getting better deals off MSRP, but as a consumer, you're probably going to pay it. But 99% of the cars we're getting under MSRP, sometimes even below invoice. Leanne, I just got a notification that you have watched our live for 500 minutes. I just want to thank you. I'm actually responding to some of you guys' DMs right now. What's the best full size SUV? Best full size SUV? I like Honda Pilot. That's what I think. But, you know, Highlanders are good as well. I like the Pilot. Anything Honda. So, and to give you guys an idea of my favorites, it's always going to be for that number one spot, tied between Honda and Toyota. And then second is I'm going to go Subaru, and then third is Mazda. Sorry, responding to some of you guys' DMs right now. Are Ram 2020 or 2500s good? Yes, they are. If you could delete 3 modern technologies from every new car to improve reliability, what would they be? I don't know. I don't I feel like there's a lot of new technology on there that I don't even know about. So, how do you find out what the dealer actually paid for the car? I mean, you can get an invoice sheet from 'em. I mean, some dealers will show you that, some dealers won't, but there's just no point in even there's no reason to know that. Like, I wouldn't even ask that. We never ask that, and we negotiate tons of deals. So, I wouldn't even worry about it. Do you like the Hyundais? Been very happy. Scott, I like the new Hyundais, absolutely. Anything newer than like a 2022, I'm a fan of Hyundais. Anything older, I mean, they kinda got a bad rep and reliability and things like that, but anything new on the Hyundais, yes, 100%, I'm good with them. The difference with the Pilot and the CR-V, 3 rows versus 2 rows. That's the biggest difference. I'm having a hard time deciding between a 2026 Pilot or Highlander. I'm probably gonna go Pilot, you can get a better deal on them. And overall, I like it, but if you haven't driven both of them, I would go drive both of them first, Mandy. I would go drive both of them, and then, just keep in mind, you'll probably get a better deal on a Pilot, but both are great cars, so it's a good thing that you're between those 2 because they're both very, very good. I had a Pilot before and I loved it. Yeah, I bet. Phenomenal car. Phenomenal car. Guys, welcome in. We're almost at 50,000 likes. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I would not be able to do this without you guys. So I just want to thank all you guys for asking your questions, or if you guys pop in on our live streams, anything at all like that, guys, and all the support, all the likes and shares and follows, everything. It's you guys are awesome. So we just want to help fix the business of car buying and help consumers buy cars smoother with more transparency to make it super easy. So those are not full size SUVs though. Chef, what are you talking about? The Pilot and the Highlander? Yeah, they are. Anything that comes from Japan is phenomenal. Yeah, I'd say that. Thinking of buying a 2025 Kia EV6, buddy has one. I love it. Mike, that's a good car. I'm cool with it. Better test drive that Palisade. Palisade, yeah, Palisade is very, very popular as well right now. So I wouldn't be against the Palisade. Looking for a CT5 2025 2026. Cool. Yeah, I think overall that car's probably not going to hold its value. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it definitely looks cool. So I'm not against you buying that car if you're looking. BMW underrated or overrated? I think it's overrated personally. I think the depreciation that you're going to get with a new BMW is nuts. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, I like BMW. I just think it's kind of overhyped that it's like the best car and all, but I still like them. What about a Mazda CX-5? Phenomenal car. We negotiate Mazda CX-5s all the time. So everyone loves them. I love them. Anything Mazda, I'm a fan of. What's the best, cheapest car to buy right now? Probably like a Nissan Versa, Toyota Corolla. You can get those like crazy cheap. Stuck between an Evo X or Mustang GT. Oh, Evo. Evo all day long. What do you mean? Evo compared to a Mustang? Do you have a 2013 Corolla S? No, I don't have cars. I help consumers buy cars. Civic EX hatchback manual worth to buy. Yeah, it's a great car. It's going to hold its value. I've got a 2025 1500 Ram lease, but I'm going to be under mileage. Should I buy it? It's up to you. If you love that truck and you want to keep it for a long time, buy it. If you want something else, just turn it in and walk away, or trade it and get something else. How can I negotiate my Buick lease on a new lease when the Buick has lost its value? How you negotiate the lease on a new lease? If you're talking about negotiating the brand new car, you need to find that specific Buick that you want to buy at minimum 5 different dealerships. You want to call all of them, ask for their best lease price, and then from there, just negotiate. Just negotiate on payment. What is MSRP on Mazda 690 top trim, and what is the MSRP discount you can expect? 690s. I haven't negotiated 690, but I know my counterpart has. You picked the one Mazda like I haven't negotiated. So, but you can get a good deal on any Mazda right now. So definitely a couple grand off MSRP, but depends where you're at in the country. Oh, you're welcome. Florida. Florida, great place. Anywhere on that eastern seaboard, great buy. Great market. Sorry, I had my dog down here lick my leg, threw me off. But yeah, Florida, it's a good market down there. It's definitely a buyer's market down there for basically any single car, including anything Toyota. I go back to Toyota because everyone keeps saying that the market is crazy and you can't get discounts. But even on the Tundra, we got 8 grand off a couple days back. So you still get very, very good deals. We're getting 2 grand off on RAV4s. Can you get below a sticker price on any vehicle? Camera depends upon the vehicle. We're not sitting here promising that we're going to get you below MSRP on every single car. I mean, there's some cars you're not, but I'd say most of them, 95% of them, 99% of them. Florida definitely has the high dock fees. Yep. Thoughts on the 2027 Porsche Macan? I'm not the biggest fan of the Macans. I just don't think they hold their value. Florida Toyota dealers taking off add-ons. We're actually doing a lot in the Midwest and the West Coast, so all those dealers are taking off the add-ons for us and discount off MSRP. Mhm. So I'm pretty sure I can still get the same thing in Florida. How about the CRV? Can you get a yeah, absolutely 4 grand off on hybrids, $3,500 off MSRP on gas. Maybe a little bit more depending upon where you're at in the country, but we're getting great deals on CRVs. Now it's gonna take a lot of phone calls to get those deals, which is what we specialize in. We're gonna call 20, 30 dealerships on your behalf, sometimes more, sometimes less, and shop that deal. You're not gonna get it on first call. I can promise you that. Brenda, how we doing? 4 grand off, yeah, right. User 189. What do you mean? You saying I'm not getting 4 grand off? Is there a way to tell how long a vehicle's been sitting on a lot? Can I use this to my advantage? Rick, you can definitely use that to your advantage. And yeah, if you go on like Car Gurus, sometimes it'll show you like the vehicle's been on a lot for 100 days or whatever. So yeah, Tesla with low 600 credit, how can you make it happen? Low 600 credit. So Jazz, we don't make credit happen. We do recommend that you get a pre-approval at your bank or your credit union first. But it just depends. We always recommend getting that pre-approval, and then from there we can kind of use it, as a negotiation tool. Ledgers, you mentioned your dog, and you have to put him or her in the camera. No, I can't. Maybe later on when we're not doing a car buying. How does the used car negotiation work? Same as a new car. What we do is, as a company, we're going to go shopping for you. Like, let's just break it down. Let's say you're looking at 2022 Honda Civics. We're going to shop in your area or as far as you would like to travel for that specific trim, color, and features that you want. We're going to find maybe 5 or 10 models. You're going to rank them as the consumer. You're going to be like, hey, this is my number one choice, this is my number two choice, this is my number three, so on. And then we're going to go shopping for you. We're going to get all the information. When it comes to used cars, we ask a little bit more questions. So we ask to get a multi-point inspection. So generally a dealership, when they put it through service, when they first get the car, they have that inspection that we get. We're going to get a Carfax report. We're going to get an out-the-door price showing all of our fees. We're going to get pictures and videos of any imperfections on that car. And we're going to show you as a consumer. We're going to try to negotiate that deal, of course. But by getting all that info, it's going to tell us if it's a good buy, if it's good value. Then we can really narrow it down there. And then from there, we generally narrow it down between 2 or 3 options. Then we get with you to see which one you like the best. Overall, the same thing as a new car. How much is your service cost? Scott, our service is $900. Unless you wanted, that's just our full concierge that does everything. If you want to skip the line and be the next deal, it's $1,200. If you want to do the full, most transparent process of all time, it's $1,300. Where we'll actually live stream your deal. We'll get you in here. We'll coordinate around your schedule so that way you can sit down and watch us for a couple hours. And we'll give you a shout out. We'll give you a little highlight tape and everything at the end. So that's just the next tier. That's the max of the max. Nelly, thank you for the share. Is pre-approvals close to what the actual payment will be? Yeah, a pre-approval, like your bank will be like, listen, you're pre-approved for 20 grand at 6%. Here's your payment. It's going to tell you it's very, very transparent. Can you share the cost of your services, or is that private? No, I just did $900 for our full concierge service. that includes everything. We're going to negotiate the car you want to buy, the best deal possible. We're going to negotiate your trade in if you have a trade. If you're financing, leasing, or paying cash, doesn't matter. We're going to negotiate the best terms. If you want to buy a warranty gap or if you want to shop your insurance, we're going to help negotiate and um, get you the best rates on all that too. So we do all that. Hey, who knows? Doggone can you may go viral. Who knows what makes anything? I agree, Ledger. Maybe so. If I pick you to negotiate, do I get you? Yeah, you do. So when you sign up with us, when you pay our fee, it'll ask who you want to work with. You can click me. It's me or Billy or Dave. We have a. Well, I don't want to give everyone's name, but we got a couple people. The only people who are actually going to live stream your deal is me or Billy. Billy the Car Kid, by the way, guys. He's 500,000 followers. He's massive on TikTok. I'm trying to be like him. But it's his company. I just have recently joined his company, but it's going to be me or him that you're going to actually see us live streaming. You negotiate lease or just finance? Lease, finance, or cash. However you plan to pay for the car, and new or used vehicles, all 50 states, all across the country, any make, any model. Who's better? Oh, him. Mad Boy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Guys, if you're in here and we just talked about my service for about 10 minutes. So if you guys have more questions or if you just want to hire us, guys, we have a yellow service plus button on the bottom left of that screen. That yellow arrow, if you guys see that, you can click it, send me a DM. I see them coming in all the time. So I'm going to answer them as soon as I get off here in about 20 minutes. Also, if you're in here, you don't follow me, top left of the screen, you can give us a follow there. And as always, we just hit 50,000 likes. So if you guys don't mind, keep double tapping that screen. Yeah, Leanne, we just hit 50,000. I'm gonna pin that. That's awesome. Tips for buying a first car. I would recommend getting something. Depends how old you are. If you're young, spend 5 or 6 grand max. Get a little Honda, Toyota that's just going to last you, cheap maintenance, so you don't have to worry about anything. Tyler's talking like he's not a big dog. I'm not Rowan. I'm not a big dog. All I know is I was in the business for 10 years. I want to help consumers to the best of my ability. So we are here to help. That's all. I'm not saying I'm a top dog or I know more than anyone else. I just know how to get the best deal because we call enough dealers and we put enough work into it to get the best deals. Very, very easy. How much off a Civic Sport? Civic Sport, depending upon where you're at, maybe there's not a lot of profit in those, maybe $2,500 off MSRP, depending upon sedan or hatchback. Chris Mom, thank you for the follow there. Also, Michael, you do it every single day I'm in here. You throw me a gift that I've never seen before, and I just want to tell you that I appreciate you so much. But I don't even know what that is. It's called a juicy cap. So you're awesome. Brenda, thank you for the gift. Vicky, also thank you for the gift. Brenda, thank you. You always send a lot of gifts too and a lot of love in here. So thank you. Appreciate you. Shrimp Man, how we doing? Sedan, yeah, probably close to $2,500 off. $2,000 to $2,500 off is a good deal on those. You might not be the top dog, but you have a big dog, no debate. Supercar salesman question. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I was. I'm not there anymore. I just now help consumers buy cars. But yeah, I did sell supercars for a while. Hot Brothers, you? Good. Shrimp Man. The weather's crazy today. The wind's like going nuts. I just saw like my whole tree go sideways. One day I'm going to show you guys like the whole setup in here. Maybe I can do that one day. We actually just launched our subscription, so you guys get to see a lot more behind the scenes, and we're going to be rating dealers and things like that. So that's on TikTok now, our subscription, and yeah, and maybe one day we'll do like a behind the scenes view of the whole office and where I live. It's so windy. It's very windy. How much would a '98 Dodge Ram 1500? I have no idea. I'd have to shop, look in your market. What car is next on your agenda to negotiate? Nicole, we got a lot of them. We got a GX550s are coming up. We got a couple Subarus, a couple Hondas, and a couple Toyotas. We got a lot of deals in the pipeline. So we'll just try to coordinate it appropriately. We generally will go live on here at random. It's nothing like we plan like, hey, this is the car. It's the night before. I'll be like, hey, okay, we're negotiating this car. Guys are selling on the lake. I bet they're definitely selling right now with the wind. Why are used Tesla prices way higher than their value? The whole used car market is higher than normal, so it's just the market as a whole. You guys can actually look over here. Where's it at? Right there. That's like a reflection of the window. dictating the wind. The wind's going a little crazy right now. That's actually like a little top of a bush, I think. As a finance manager, do you verse do you ra- as a finance manager, do you raise the financing rate without the buyer's knowledge? As a finance manager, yeah, they will charge you a point or two over without the customer knowing. That's how finance managers make money. I don't, Jack, are you saying you're a finance manager? But yeah, guys, if you're buying a car and you go to the dealership and let's say you don't shop or you don't really know how the process works, as a dealership, they legally can hold 2 points, which means that if you get pre-approved for 5.9, for example, they can show you 2.9, they profit that 2 points of interest. So by profiting that, they make a lot of money. Why can't you please? I almost read that out loud. Slim, thank you so much. I'm going to mute that. Are you able to find GX550s that are available? Yeah, of course. I mean, they're tough to get, but I mean, we find them like in trans and stuff. How do you feel about the Acura ADX? I'm a fan. Nobody had that done. Oh, I got you, Jack. Yeah, Jack, it happens all the time. Shouldn't that be illegal? It should be. Yeah, absolutely, it should be. And that's the crazy thing is that it is legal that these dealerships can hold rate on you. It should 100% be illegal. That's why it's good to cross shop your rate. And how do you do that? You get a pre-approval at your bank or your credit union that you trust, and you have that. How can you see if they did that? You won't see it. You won't know. You won't know. That's the bad thing. Michael, Michael, you're awesome. The ice cream cone now. How do you get all these gifts? Alicia, thank you for the follow. Just out of curiosity, what sports car would you personally pick? Pre 2010? Pre 2010? Hmm. That's a good question. I mean, it depends on price point too. Like, if there's just something like reliable that I want, I don't know. I feel like there's just so many different cars on my list. Are you negotiating money off MSRP? So, Jessica, I haven't personally negotiated GX550. I know my counterpart has, and we're finding deals. I don't know how much, but I mean, if there is, not too much, just due to demand and supply. So, Jessica, we're going to find out here in the next day or two. You can actually come in here and watch me do it. We're going to find out together. Again, I have my counterpart. He negotiates probably a lot more deals than I do. So, if not the same, but we all kind of negotiate different deals. So I don't know the mark on every single car. I know it on most. If I don't know it on that one, I can answer it as soon as I get off. So Jessica, if you send me a message right there, that yellow Service Plus button on the bottom left of the screen, I'll get you the answer as soon as I get off. Jack, I caught that on a different deal and I killed the deal. Good. Yeah. Yeah. If they're marking up your rate, guys, that should be illegal and it's absolutely ridiculous. But you definitely want to use whatever your bank or credit union gives you against the dealership. That will then stop them from marking up rate. Your bank or credit union will not hold rate on you. They are your friend in the car business or in the car business on your loan process. Amber SB, thank you for the follows. Good price for a 2026 Nissan Kicks SV. Not a lot of profit in Kicks, maybe 2,500, $3,000 off. Paige, how you doing? Thank you for saying hi. Appreciate you popping in, per usual. You guys are awesome. Do you know if Alfa Romeos are reliable? Not really. Also, heavy depreciation on those, so I wouldn't buy one personally. Would not buy one. Guys, welcome in. If you guys have no idea who I am, we're close to 100 people in here. So my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. Yes, I live stream them as well. So today we're just doing Q&As, get those. So if you guys have any questions about car buying, I love doing this because it gives me that more personal side to help answer you guys' questions. A lot of people ask a ton of questions when we're live streaming these deals, but this gives me an opportunity to really answer those. So, but if you don't follow me yet, guys, top left of the screen, you can give me a follow. You can keep double tapping that screen like everybody else is doing. We got 55,000 likes. And as always, if you guys have questions or if you just want to hire us to do your next deal, we have a yellow Service Plus button on the bottom left of that screen. You can click that, send me a DM. I'm going to be answering all those here in about 10 minutes when I get off live. We're going to stay here for another 10 minutes, guys. So please ask your last second questions. Let's have some fun. Is it true it's always better to buy a car at the end of the month? No, we're getting phenomenal deals on the first day of the month or the last day of the month. It does not matter. I would say, as an average consumer, if you haven't bought a lot of cars, it could be because dealerships have quotas to hit. They want to sell as many cars as possible by the end of the month. So they could be doing a better deal, but we're going to get that deal the whole month, the whole year. So it doesn't matter. Deb, thank you for the follow. Dun dun dun, guys! Welcome, welcome, welcome again. We've been live for about 2 hours, so we're gonna stay in here just for maybe another 10 minutes or so, maybe a little less. But please ask everything you can, and then we'll be back tomorrow with some live negotiations. We're probably gonna go. I go live 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. I'm probably gonna go on this Saturday as well, so it's gonna be fun. I'm looking at a 2013 Nissan Sentra with 56,000 miles on it for 3,400. Good deal. It's in good shape. Yeah, 34. I mean, any car for around 3, 4 grand. It is what it is. What's the best deal to date you've done? Best deal to date. I mean, here recently, RAV4s are very tough to get. We got $2,100 off MSRP the other day, so that's a very, very good deal depending upon the vehicle. But I mean, we've gotten 10 grand off on Sierras, sometimes more. We've gotten more off other vehicles. So the best deal is kind of selective. What are they looking for when you want to take out a second auto loan? Your credit scores, obviously one of the big ones. They're definitely going to look at the price point of the car, your income, your history with paying auto loans. There's a lot of factors. If any people are serious about buying a car, talk to Tommy at Delivered. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I don't understand why people come in here and say that. It is what it is, but it is what it is. But guys, anyone who's doing this, there's other companies that do it. I can promise, I can vouch for any other person or company that's doing what I do to go through them as opposed to going through the dealership. It's easier process for you as a consumer. You're going to get a better deal if you go through someone like myself or like this guy said, any other company to do that. So the only way to fix the problems with dealerships is that we have to keep posting content. We got to keep sharing all the bad stuff that they're doing. So yeah, I don't care who you go through. You don't have to go through me. It's okay. I just want to help as many people as possible. And that's why I do a lot of free content. We post 3 to 5 pieces of content on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter every day. So what is that? If we do 3 pieces times 5, that's 15 pieces of content minimum on all platforms. And all that's free, guys. You can just go and watch it. You don't have to hire us to get the best deal. You can just watch our content, apply it to your own deal. So if we ask the dealer if they mark the interest rate up on sub loans, do they have to disclose it? No, no. They'll just be like, they may just kind of beat around the bush and just say your rate's this. That's not them saying yes or no. But looking at used Jeep Wranglers, how much wiggle room with those on the Southeast? On used, they may be priced accordingly. So sometimes used cars, you may not get a big discount. It just depends how long it's been in the lot, where it's priced, how good it's priced. So Travesty said you have a better personality. Oh, thank you. I have a 2017 Ford Edge with the check engine light on. I have 180,000 miles on it. Should I trade soon? I would. I mean, 180,000 miles on a Ford Edge, it may not last that much longer. So I need a secondhand Corolla or Honda. Yeah, it's a great car. I need one too. And guys, I just had like 4 different DMs in the past like 30 seconds. So if anyone else has questions that you don't want to ask here and you want to reach out to me directly, yellow service plus button in the bottom left. And truly, I'm going to answer all of them here in about 5 minutes when I get off. So if you ever get a response back from me, it is me. I have no one running our accounts for us. It is me. So, and I always do it. Every single live that we do, as soon as I get off, I try to answer back to you guys. So appreciate you guys for reaching out and trusting us with your next purchase. We're also live on YouTube and Twitch. So what up, my people over there? Also, if you guys have never seen us on YouTube, when we live stream on TikTok and all this, and we do a live negotiation for 3, 4, 5 hours, sometimes more, we break it down to a full YouTube video. So if you don't follow me on YouTube yet, guys, my YouTube is Mr._Tyler_Edwards. You can go follow us there and watch all the previous live streams there. And we break them down into like 30, 45-minute videos as well. So what's the best failure Subaru year to purchase? What's the best failure Subaru year to purchase? Pink Squirrel, I'm so sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean? Guys, we're at 56,000 likes. You guys are awesome. I love all you guys so much. How did we get there? It's crazy to think, like, just a couple months ago, like, we had like 5 people in here, and like we would like beg to get like 5,000 likes, and an average live force is like 100,000 likes and 150 people. So it's very cool to see how far we've progressed, and it's all you guys for helping us do that. So very, very fun, very, very cool to see. Guys, we're going to stay on for about another 2 minutes, so please ask your last second questions here. How many miles is a Mini Cooper good for? I don't like Mini Coopers at all, so I mean, there's a reason there's a manufacturer's warranty on that car, so I would say ditch it before that. How do you negotiate if you can't find favorable comps? Depends on the car. What car is it? Camaro or Challenger? I'm not the biggest fan of either or, but I'll probably go Challenger. A friend, which vehicle is it? BMW X6. You can find comparables on X6s. What's the best deal you've done on a 2026 Pilot Black Edition or Elite if you have before? You can get very, very good deals, probably between $4 and $5 off, depending upon where you're at in the country. Highlander 26, good, great car. Yep. How much room do you typically have on used cars? It's situational. Like sometimes these cars are priced under market, so you may not have any room to negotiate. But keep in mind on used cars, guys, they're going to mark up on dealer add-ons. They're going to try to mark up your rate. They're going to put all types of stuff. I just showed people an example about 30 minutes ago of a dealer yesterday. They sent me a worksheet. The car's priced very good on CarGurus, but they had $4,300 of dealer add-ons. 4,300. That reminds me, I'm gonna text that dealership back because we want to buy that car, and only if they take off those add-ons. What's your opinion on Carvana? I'm not the biggest fan on their used cars. However, they just had a new car Dodge store that just blew like expectation out of the water with no managers. So it's pretty cool. Mazda 650 reliable, 100%, Mickey. Yes, great car. Electric Dodge Charger? No, I'm not a fan at all. At all. Guys, last minute here. We're going to stay in for the next 60 seconds. And before we leave, guys, I just want to reiterate, if you guys want to reach out to me, that yellow Service Plus button, yesterday, we had a ton of people sign up throughout the company, not just mine, but my counterparts as well. So we have a ton of deals that are in the queue. So be ready for a ton of negotiations coming. And demand is, we've always done a lot of deals. So I think the end of summer, the end of the year is when we get the busiest. So if you're thinking about hiring us in the next month or two, we always recommend to do it sooner rather than later because we fill up our spots very, very quickly. So why are doc fees not a scam? They are a scam. It's straight profit for the dealer, but legally they're allowed to charge it. Can you opt out of the car communications to the manufacturer? Yeah, I believe so. I think it depends on the manufacturer, though. All right, guys. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in. All your questions, all the likes. We're almost at 60,000 likes. We got about 50 new followers. Tons of gifts. Michael, Brenda, Vicky, Candy, Carrie, Dave, Leanne, all you guys. You guys are awesome. So thank you again. Again, if you guys want to reach out to us about us helping you in your next deal, that yellow arrow on the bottom of your screen is a Service Plus button. You can send it now. Reach out to us. We'd love to help. And also, if you don't follow me, guys, last second follows, top left of the screen, you can give us a follow there. And we appreciate and love all you guys. Thank you for asking all your questions. We will see you guys tomorrow again, 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern, where we will be going with a live negotiation. We'll be back. And probably the rest of the week, we'll probably be doing it as well. So, but again, thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your afternoon. We'll see you guys soon enough.